I just got to the college. My class starts in 23 minutes, so I'm just gonna sit here and chill for a little bit. Oh, I just realized my sunroof is open. I did not open that. Oh, I probably have to turn my car on to do that. I forget I always turn it off as soon as I park. But, because I have so long, I don't know if I want to talk about the guy I was talking about yesterday. Or maybe that was the day before. Oh, that was yesterday. I think so. I don't know if I want to bring that up right now. Like, right before I go into class. But, I don't know. Actually, I will. I think I can finish the story in, 20 minutes, hopefully. But, okay, so I met this person in 8th grade. This was, almost over 4 years ago now. Or I met him in 7th, I think. But in, it was either late 2017 or early 2018. And we just knew each other through our friends, I think. But we talked every now and then in class and whatever. And I had, a big crush on him. I don't know why. I can't really remember. I think it's just I thought he was cute and he was super smart. And he would, mean joke around and tease and whatever. And I was like, oh my god, dream guy. But, so my best friend, I still miss him a lot, but that's a story for another day. Or maybe it's not even a story, but we were just really close friends, and I miss him more than the world. But I was talking to him one day, and, I was talking to him about the person I liked, this guy, and he was like, oh my god, wait, I'm, best friends with him. I could totally go talk to him for you. And I was like, I mean, I guess, but, that's kind of embarrassing for me. But he goes and talks to him and says, oh my god, he likes you too. What? And I'm like, I don't think so. I think you're just saying that to, try and get us together or whatever. He's like, but you guys should totally, date or whatever. And, obviously I wanted to because I thought that would be so fun and, oh my god, my first boyfriend. But also, I didn't really want to because I knew I wouldn't, be a good girlfriend. I'm not about to make him suffer through that. And also, I just felt like it was weird to date when I was, in 8th grade. But, oh, 1 second, I have to answer this call. 1 second. We have an interview scheduled. What was I saying? So after my best friend had talked to him about it, or maybe this was before, but we were partnered up in class, me and the guy, and we were teasing each other and whatever and bickering back and forth about one of these things. And my friend, she said that we sound like an old married couple. And I know that's a common thing people say, but I was like, oh my god, are we meant to be? I thought that was the biggest thing in the world. I was so hyped that she said that. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna marry this guy. But we both just laughed it off, but I was blushing so hard because I was like, oh my god, this is the one. This is the one. But after that one time we were partnered up, we never spoke in class ever again. But I think we played video games together. And so I had his Xbox account, and that's how we texted back and forth. And we texted all the time through Xbox Messenger and ick, but that was awesome for me. I was so happy. But the thing is, we never spoke in real life because we're both or maybe it was just me. I don't know if I was holding us back, but we were both really antisocial. So every time I would see him in the hall, I would just be and then just walk away. Not literally, but I would avert my eyes and just act like I didn't see him because I was too scared. And all my friends were like, talk to him. You need to go talk to him. I was like, no. So our whole relationship was online pretty much. Even though we knew each other IRL, we never spoke. and it was so awkward. Looking back on it, I am embarrassed for myself. But also, like, now, I don't even know if I could talk to him. Like, if I was in the same situation again now, I'm still scared to talk to guys in real life. But anyways, so we like sort of got together, but I don't really know if I would consider it dating at all. Like, I don't say he's my first boyfriend. I say I've never dated, cuz I don't even know if I would ever consider that dating. Cuz I mean, we said, cuz I did love him. And I cared for him a lot, a lot, a lot. But I don't know if I would consider it dating because it was in 7th grade and we did never speak in real life. But I don't know if he also reciprocated or not. I feel like he for sure didn't. Because I don't know. It's hard for me to remember everything that happened because it was a long time ago. And after we like fell off and stopped talking, I deleted all of our messages, which I extremely regret because I really wish I could read back on them now because I miss him a lot. He's one of the big people I miss. My old best friend, him, and then the guy I was talking about the other day. I miss all of them a lot. What was that? Anyways, so I wish I didn't delete those and I would do anything to go back and get those messages. That's one of the biggest things I regret in my whole life. And I also regret selling all my Pokemon cards for $10 at a garage sale because they were definitely worth more than that. But that was like 10 years ago. And so I was very dumb. Anyways, so I remember this one specific moment where when I was in 7th grade, I had one of those phones that could only work when connected to Wi-Fi and when plugged in because the battery was so bad and my parents didn't want to like spend money on a data plan for me. So I could really only use it at home while it was plugged in. But I remember this one day, sometimes when the weather was nice, I would go out either with me or my brother and we would have a little camp out in our backyard and like bring a tent and everything. So I remember one time I was out there and I think it was cold or maybe it wasn't, but I know my brother went back inside early and I had an extension cord, like one of those things that you use for like Christmas lights, the heavy duty ones. And I brought it all the way out to the tent while it was plugged inside the house. I brought it all the way out to my tent and plugged in my phone because I wanted to text this guy like all night. And I remember we were texting and whatever, and I think I fell asleep while I was texting him. But I just thought it was so fun that I was out there camping and texting him all night. And that was a specific moment I remember from our like little relationship again. But that's one of the moments I hold dear to my heart because that made me really happy. And we would always like remind each other to like take care of ourselves and like drink water and eat and everything. And just those little moments, like, I don't know, they made me really happy. And I know it like wasn't a true relationship because I couldn't like get the courage to talk to him in real life. But I feel like it maybe could have like gone somewhere if I did better. But anyways, after a little while, I decided to like break it off with him because I felt like I wasn't doing this thing right. And like I said, I can't remember a lot of it, what happened, because I deleted all our messages. But I like broke it off for some reason because I think we were both like past like that honeymoon phase. So it was kind of getting more dry and boring, I guess. I think on both our parts. I won't just say it was his fault because I probably fell off as well. But I sent him this long, long, long paragraph because I'm a big paragraph girly. And he replied with like something along the lines of "It's about time." And that was like a stab right in my heart. I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I've noticed it's like been going slow for a while, so I knew you were gonna like do something like this or something like that." And I was like, "I cannot believe you replied to my like 5 paragraphs and said it's about time." And that was all he said. Like, I had to ask him, like, "What do you mean?" Like, he just left it at that. And I was like, "Okay." So we kind of stopped messaging after that for a while. This was during summer, I think, because I don't remember any intense awkwardness seeing him. So I think this was during the summer. What time is it right now? Okay. And I think sometime later on, I started messaging him again. And then oh, no. It was after our little, like, breakup. And I was like, "Well, do you still, like, want to be friends? Because I really enjoy talking to you and I still care for you." And he was like, "I think that's a decision you should make." Something like that. And I was like, "Well, I obviously still want to talk to you, blah, blah, blah." So we kept talking for a little while. And then something happened. I don't tell people about this really because I think it's personal. So I won't bring it up. But something happened. And then he blocked me right afterwards. And I was, like, scared and confused. So I kind of, oh, I won't talk about that part either, but something happened. And so he blocked me, and I wanted to talk to him again and like ask, "Hey, what happened? Like, are you okay? Like, why'd you block me?" So I made another few Xbox accounts in order to add him back and talk to him. But I pretended to be another person so he wouldn't block me immediately again. Because I had made, I think, 2 accounts with my name and he blocked them immediately. So I tried to make another account and pretend to be another person. But what I didn't realize is that it auto-connected to my other emails because I was on like the same phone or whatever. And it said my name. But he didn't ever reply to that. So I don't know if he saw it. But that is the most embarrassing thing in the world. It said my name, but I'm here pretending to be another person. That was not my best moment. But anyways, so that went on. And then I think this was a couple years later. It must have been like 2021 or 2022. But I had went back on my Xbox account. It had to have been like late 2021 or early 2022 because I had gotten my PC by then and haven't gone on my Xbox account at all. So I went back on there for funsies and I see that he messaged me and he said sorry. And I replied, this was like, had to be a couple months after he had sent that initial message. And I was like, "Oh, sorry, I haven't been on here for a while. Are you really sorry? Or are you just like saying that?" Because you know how people say sorry just to like atone for what they did, even though they don't mean it. And he was like, "I am actually sorry." And I said something like, "Oh, well, I appreciate that." And something, and we eventually, brought up, well, I did, like, "Well, do you want to like keep talking or like stuff like that?" And he's like, again, he said, "Well, that kind of depends on you, I guess." And then I said, "Well, obviously I still want to talk to you," because I still had feelings for him. I mean, I think it's hard to just not have feelings for someone after you like loved them. And I feel like, I don't know if I definitely still have feelings for him and I care for him a lot and I would probably do anything to have him back. So I think I do still love him. Or maybe it's just obsession at this point. Maybe it's unhealthy obsession. But anyways, so we exchanged numbers for the first time because we had always just messaged on Xbox. I think it was something like he couldn't message on his phone or he said he couldn't. But I was like, that doesn't really make sense. But so we exchanged numbers and we started talking on there. And then I found out that he had a girlfriend. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I kind of like shied away a little bit with because it's not like I was only talking to him because I liked him. I was just like, I probably shouldn't be talking to you because I know I still have feelings for you, and I don't think it's appropriate for me to be texting when you have a girlfriend, you know? Especially after everything we had in the past. But I guess he didn't really mind in his head because he never brought it up or anything or stopped messaging me. And I thought all his messages were really sweet. Like, he was messaging like exactly how he did before. He was joking around with me and teasing me and everything. And it felt like 2018, you know? And it just like, and knowing he was doing all that while he had a girlfriend, I was like, oh, so he probably didn't mean any of it back then. If he's doing it while he has a girlfriend and while he doesn't like me, then it might have just been the same back then. He might have just been teasing me just because that's how he is. But then he blocked me soon afterwards. Or he didn't block me. He's just said that I think we should stop talking because my girlfriend... Oh, shoot. I should get to class. I'll continue this. I'm back. I forgot where I left off. Oh, right. So, after we had been talking for a little bit, he messaged me and said that we can't talk anymore because his girlfriend, didn't like the way we were talking or whatever, especially after what had happened between us. So I guess he had told her what happened in middle school, and she was like, oh my god, what? And like asked him to like stop talking to me. And I was like, that's fair. Like, I totally understand. Like, I would probably do the same thing in her position. But so he didn't block me or anything, but I didn't text him at all. I was just like, okay, bye, take care of yourself, you know, keep drinking water, make sure you're eating, blah blah blah. And his birthday was like a month later or something, so I had said happy birthday. And I was like, I'm sorry for like breaking no contact. I just wanted to make sure you like we're having a good birthday or whatever, blah blah blah. Like, you don't have to reply or anything, etc., etc. And he said, oh no, it's fine, you're not like breaking it or anything. Like, me and my girlfriend actually broke up a little while ago, so we can like still play video games now and stuff. And I was like, oh, sorry, like what happened? Like, I thought everything was fine. And he was saying, oh well, she was just really controlling, and I had people in my class, like girls in my class, asking me for help on homework, and she wouldn't let me help them. And she was telling me to block everyone, and that like included you. And so I'm sorry about that, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh no, it's okay. I'm sorry you guys like broke up. Like, I know you really liked her. And he's like, oh, it's like whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we just kept talking like normal, and then a couple months later, I guess or not months, I think it was like 1 month or something, he must have gotten back together with his girl. But I thought that was interesting because he was like borderline trashing on her after they broke up, like saying all of her bad qualities, and that it's nice to not have her like controlling him anymore. But then they got back together, which was interesting. But I was like, okay, whatever. Like, but I didn't find out about that until he had blocked me, and then his girl actually texted me and said, hey, and this is when I was like almost crying the other day because I looked at the message again. But she was like, hey, I know that you're probably wondering why he isn't texting you or whatever, but we actually like got back together, and I don't like the way you're texting him, and it seems like right after we broke up you started flirting with him and everything, and that's just like really insensitive and blah blah blah, all this stuff. And I was like, I don't even know how to flirt. I was talking how we always do. I don't think that's flirting. Flirting is like saying someone else is hot and stuff, right? Or I don't really know what flirting entails, but I felt like I was just acting normal. Like, we were joking around with each other like normal and doing all our normal stuff. I wasn't going out of my way to flirt with him. But she said all that, and I didn't reply to it at all. And I still haven't, and I never will, because at this point it's weird if I reply to it. But I didn't reply to it all. And my friends were like, you need to tell her, like, that he was trashing on her and that you weren't flirting or anything. Like, you need to, talk back to her. And I was like, that's a little too much. Like, I don't want to cause any arguments or fights or whatever. Like, that's too much conflict for me. So, but yeah, I was just like, I didn't even know what to think or feel or say or anything. Cause like, I'm still confused, but yeah, it's just weird. I've had weird experiences, but, this happened like a couple months ago, I think, or maybe more than a couple months ago, like 7 months ago, I'll say. And then, that's when his girl texted me, and that's when we stopped talking. So yeah, I guess that's over now. I just, I don't know how to feel about it. But I'm hoping I can find someone else who's a normal person and who it can go well with, and that it won't cause any future problems. Because I've had enough drama with guys that weren't even mine. And I just, so annoying. But yeah, I guess that covers that. And then with the best friend I was talking about earlier, this doesn't, I guess it kind of deals with love, but like not love, like that love. But we had been friends, I think, since 6th grade, or maybe we met in 6th grade and became closer friends like in 7th or 8th. But and it feels so weird that I was a child back then, but I felt like exactly the same as I am now. Like, obviously I made some immature decisions, but like all the stuff I felt back then, I feel like I still feel it now. Like, I would act the same back then. I don't know. I know I'm probably like hyping myself up because I was probably stupid back then, but I just don't remember any of it. But we were really, really, really close, and there was, like I said, there's these little moments I remember from certain like relationships, and relationships I'm including like anything I had with someone, like not just love relationships, but like the relationship I had with him. That sounds weird. I'll just say friendship. Our friendship that we had was like really, really close, and there's certain things that I remember that I still like, it still makes me smile to think about, you know. But it was just little things, like whenever we would, after second period, when we would walk past each other, he would like hit my forehead like as he walked past. And I know that sounds weird, but it was like, it was sweet at the time. But that's when COVID was really like strong, you know, and I'll be like, bro, don't give me your COVID. Like, it was just really fun. And we would do that almost every time. And it was just something I remember. And it made me like smile every single time because I was like looking forward to our little like quips back and forth, you know. And there was other moments we had like that too. And I don't know, it was just really fun. And I did really, I loved him as a person, but I did like him sort of like, you know. But I knew he didn't treat his girls good because he would get a new girlfriend quite frequently. He was like a playboy. I think that's what that's called. But, so I never expressed my feelings or I never wanted to date him, but I did like him, like a crush. But because I knew how he treated his partners, I never wanted to like get into that, you know. And I was fine just staying friends with him because he did mean a lot to me, and I wanted to like keep him around, you know, because he made me happy. But I think on the last day of school, or a couple days before I moved away, I wrote him a letter, actually, like expressing like my feelings and whatever. And I gave it to him at the beginning of the school day. Big mistake. I should have given it to him like a minute before I left, but I didn't want to miss the chance because that was like the only time I saw him throughout the day. But of course, with my luck, I saw him again that day when I usually wouldn't. And he, like, looked at me. And then we didn't really, like, exchange anything. We just made eye contact. And I quickly looked away. But, and then we kind of didn't really talk after that. And then a couple months or a year or a few years later, we got back in contact. And he was like, remember that letter you sent me? And I was like, oh, no, sorry, don't recall. But I was like, oh, let's actually not bring that up because that was kind of embarrassing. And he was like, no, I was just, like, really surprised that you gave me that. Like, I was not expecting that at all. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't expecting it either. But he had changed a lot from when I knew him. And in my opinion, it wasn't a good change. So I kind of stopped contact after that. He just seemed like he was trying to, like, get with me, like, dating wise. And as I said, I wasn't really interested in that with him. So because he was so intent on trying to get with me, it just kind of ruined the potential rekindling of our friendship. So that kind of went over. But I really miss him, and we had a lot of fun moments and a lot of memorable moments. And I just miss that. It feels like every time I get a friend now, I just compare them to him. And I wish I could be friends with him again. But, like, 8th grade style, you know? Because now he's just changed. But, I think that's most of the drama. There was another guy online, purely online. And, we had met in 2021, like, a week or so after I met the person I talked about in video 1. And we were, like, pretty tight. Like, we were really, really close. And we both liked each other. But there was a few things I did not like about him. Like, he had really bad anger issues. And whenever someone screams or gets mad, it freaks me out. Like, I don't know what to call it, but like I just get scared, I guess. And I'll just, like, shiver, you know? But it's not like shivering. It's like my body will just, like, do that, like a little, like, shiver, you know? Whenever someone, like, I can tell someone's mad, it, like, kind of freaks me out internally. And I'll just, like, kind of shut down. And so he did that a lot. I mean, he probably didn't know that it bothered me so much, because it was just, like, an unconscious thing he would do. Like, he would just get mad at a bunch of stuff, like, too mad for what the situation, like, entailed. And that was one of the biggest things that bothered me. But, oh, 1 second. Okay, sorry, someone got in their car right next to me, so I had to stop my video. And now it says my phone is too hot to, like, record properly. So I might have to finish this up quickly. But also, I cannot remember what I was even saying now. So I might just not say anything. Oh, I remember now. Okay, so this guy, he had those things that I didn't really like, but I'd still, like, talk to him and everything, and we were pretty close. And we were, like, doing all the things a couple would do, I guess, but we weren't, like, dating officially. Like, he never asked and I never asked. But we had planned to meet up in LA when I went there. But, like, he a week before or a month before, he started bringing up things, like, for us to, like, do, you know, like, do. And I was like, oh, well. And so I was like, well, I think I'm, like, asexual, and I know I probably should have brought this up before, but I'm just not really interested in doing all those things, and I really just wanted to meet up as friends first. I didn't want to meet up as a date, because we're not officially dating yet, and this will be our first time seeing each other in person. So I just wanted to, like, meet up as friends. And he was like, well, why didn't you tell me that before? Like, whatever, now I don't want to, like, do this anymore. And I was like, okay, like, I'm sorry I didn't bring it up before, but I thought it was kind of obvious. Like, you only recently started bringing up all this freaky stuff, and I thought it was kind of obvious that I wouldn't want to do that as soon as I meet you. I'm not a freak. Sorry. But yeah, he just got quite angry with me. And I was like, okay, I think I made the right decision here. But yeah, that went on, our, like, relationship, whatever that was. That went on for, like, until, like, 2023 or something, I think. Early 2023 is when it broke off. But yeah, so far, at this current moment, I have no one. But that's okay. Maybe one day. Maybe while I'm still doing these videos, I'll even find someone. But they also say that love comes when you least expect it. So maybe I have to stop thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see. But now I'm gonna go eat. Because I have a free coupon. So I'm gonna go use that up, have some breakfast. I mean, brunch. Yeah, what time is it? Yeah, it's 11, so I guess it's brunch. And then go to my interview. So hopefully that goes well. I'm a little unprepared, but I feel like it's best if we just jump into it. Because it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, I'll update you whenever I feel like it. Bye.
Not just, a few minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes ago, I got home from eating. Food was pretty good, but it was pancakes, and I don't know why, but I ate half, and I died. Like, I could not eat anymore, but I ended up end up eating more, because I messaged my dad to come and finish my pancakes for me, but he took like 20 minutes to get there, and I felt awkward sitting there and not eating, so I kept eating like little bites at a time and ended up eating like a whole other one. And now I feel sick, but I don't know why that made me feel sick for just a little bit of a pancake. But they were also kind of dry, but it's because I didn't put syrup on it, because I'm trying to not have a ton of sugar. So when I can push myself to avoid it, I do, because there's a lot of times where I'm like, no, I need to eat that right now. So for those moments where I can't resist, I need to make up for it by resisting when I can, you know? So that's why I did not have syrup, but that made the pancakes a little less enjoyable. We also have these little apple pastries, so I ordered some of those. I haven't tried it yet, because again, those are one of the things that I couldn't resist. So I might have a little bites and then have someone else finish the rest, because I just want to try it, because it looks so good. But I have my interview in like an hour, and I'm so scared. The interviews I've been to so far in this area have been really easy, because it's not like super like professional here, I guess. So a lot of times they just said, like, we were just, one second, oh wait, someone's in the hallway. Okay, so the interviews I have been to in this area have been really easy, because we just talked like normal people for most of the time, and then they maybe asked me like 2 questions, like, why do you want to work here, or name a time you demonstrated like perseverance or something like that. But the place I'm applying to is more popular. Like, it's a business that's in a lot of places, not like town specific. So because it's a more professional place, I'm kind of scared it's going to be a lot more difficult and more like a normal interview. So I'm a little scared. But my younger brother got a job here, and he's like, if he got a job, I feel like it would be, the interview part is pretty easy, is what I'm gonna say. But I just really need a second job, because I'm so broke and I need to work during the week because this job I can only work during weekends and it kind of sucks. And I can only work till 2 on the weekends, which sucks even more. So let's hope this goes well. And the pay is pretty good. And money is the most important thing. Even if I don't like the job, I'm still gonna work there for the money. But I think until my interview starts, I'm just gonna play Val to get some stress out of me. And then I need, also, isn't that weird? My glasses like leave indents right there. It's so ugly. But they'll go away soon. But, play Val. And then, oh my gosh, I ran out of facial wipes this morning. So I have to go get more of those ASAP. Because I was just gonna say I was gonna do my skincare before I go, but turns out I can't. I could wash my face with my normal thing, but like I was saying earlier, it feels like it makes me have acne. Like I feel like my facial wipes are so much more effective, but I still have so much like texture. Like, do you see all of that? And like, let me turn to this side. Like, what? It looks so bad. And on my chin too. Like, I got the worst Asian genes in the world. Like, I'm so disappointed. Or maybe I'm just lazy. Maybe it's because I don't do skincare every morning and night with good, expensive skincare. Maybe that's why I have bad skin. Maybe this is a result of my own laziness. Possibly. But, yeah. Okay, Val time. Okay. It's, currently 1:47. And I got the job. Getting jobs here is so easy. Like, I don't know if it's just my town, but I think small towns in general, it's pretty easy to get a job because they don't need to follow all the formalities and stuff. So if anyone's here and like complaining about not getting a job and saying it's so hard, I'm gonna be like, I think that's a you problem. I'm sorry. Cause I've done, when I was first looking for a job a couple months ago, I think I did like 6 interviews and I got offers from like all of them, like almost all of them day of, and they barely even asked questions. Like they asked, like, tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work here? One of them asked, tell me about a time where you had to settle a conflict between you and a classmate. That was probably the hardest question that I was asked. All the other ones were just like personal ones. Like, tell me about yourself, or like, what do you do in your free time? Stuff like that, like easy stuff. And here, walked in, shook her hand, sat down. She said, tell me about yourself. I did. Then she said, all right, so I noticed you applied for this job and this job. Job 2 doesn't have any openings, but that doesn't mean that once you get your foot in the door, we can't transfer you to that section. So I'm gonna offer you a job in this one, and you'll have orientation in a few days, and then you'll be good to go. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. So I just shook her hand, said thank you, walked out. It took less than 5 minutes, and I was stressing about this. But, so all went well. Now I can have a job during the week and during afternoons on weekends. Let's go. That means lots of money, and I'm so happy. Because my current job pays $15 an hour, and this job pays $17 an hour. And this job was the first one I wanted, but they didn't get back to me forever. And I did hesitate to apply for a while because they didn't have the job opening I personally wanted. But for this one, so the job I wanted, it was only available in full time, but I didn't realize that until I sent in an application. So I applied for some other part-time ones so that way they didn't accidentally hire me for that and I had some backups. But I went in and I was like, yeah, so I really wanted job 1, but they said it was only full-time, so I applied for job 2 instead. She was like, oh yeah, that's fine, we just need someone to be able to work after 4, you know. And I was like, oh, perfect, because if I can do part-time for that one, I would gladly take it. It's like a online order fulfiller. And with my online business, I did that all the time. So if I could just run through the store, pick up people's groceries. It's a grocery store, by the way, if you couldn't notice or tell, or if I didn't say that before. But I'll just be fulfilling people's online orders like I've did for a long time with TikTok Shop. So easy job, and I'm having fun. I love shopping for groceries. It's like one of my favorite things. I shop for my whole family all the time. Oh shoot, I forgot to look at clothes. I really need clothes, but also the stores around here never have the clothes I like. So I might just have to order it online. But shopping for clothes in person is so draining, and it's the worst thing ever because I can never find what I want and everything looks the same. But and there's like too many options just right in front of my face. But online shopping for clothes is so much better. But also there's that risk of it not fitting, which is like the scary part. That's why I don't shop for clothes online, because I don't want them to not fit. But like I got this sweater in Korea, and in Korea they barely have sizes. It's always like one size. So, but thankfully that one size that they have for everything fits me. Some of it fits kind of weird, but most of the clothes I bought there were fine. But if I ever go back to Korea, I'm definitely going to save up more money for clothes, because I did not get as many clothes as I wanted to. So I'm kind of like stuck here, because I love Korean clothes, but there's not much I can get. And if I get them online, they're so expensive. So I wanted to buy a bunch of clothes in Korea, but I did not save enough of my souvenir money, and I kind of went and got K-pop albums instead. But that mistake will not be made when I go there next time. I swear it. But yeah, that's how it's going right now. I think I'll go watch some anime, and oh no, I want to film a Doki Doki video first, because I think it's been 2 days without me filming one. And I need to keep up the momentum, or else that channel is gonna die. So yeah, anyways, thanks for coming with me on this journey, guys. I really needed your support, and it really got me through the day. I appreciate it. You want to know something crazy? I went to go get my facial. There's a crumb, sorry. I went to go get my facial wipes, and they were locked behind a glass door. Facial wipes. Like, oh, sorry. I was eating cinnamon something. But, and not even my facial wipes, the rest of the skincare I usually buy there, all locked. So I just got a cheap version because I was too scared to go ask someone to unlock it for me. So I just got something cheap. I mean, I'm getting more for my money, but I don't know if there was something special in the one I bought that made my skin like not break out. So I don't know if these are gonna like do the same thing my normal skincare does. But we will see. I got a small pack because I didn't want to spend too much on something that doesn't work. But okay, time to film my video and then watch Violet Evergarden. Yay! Hey! It's time for dinner. It's 6 p.m. right now. I just finished watching a couple episodes of what's the title again? I think it's My Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. I think that's the title. But I brought this up earlier. Also, sorry, we're doing kitchen renovations. That's not just a crazy hole in the ceiling. But there's another one that's based on the same premise that recently came out. Like episode 2 just came out today, and episode 1 was last week. But this episode 2 was, this 15-year-old is attracted to this 10-year-old and kissed her while she was passed out. How did they think that was okay? So yeah, I probably won't be watching that anymore because I don't want to support a show that's gonna be okay with that. But it seems like a lot of animes on there are a little weird.
So I have to stop watching a lot of them because I'm not about to sit through some interesting character choices there. But yeah, I'm just gonna eat this, continue watching my show. Maybe finish like half of the second season today, and then read the next volume of Jujutsu Kaisen, and then do my homework, and then go to sleep because it's already getting late and I haven't done any homework yet, which should be a priority, but also I'm too lazy to make that a priority. So we'll just do it really late at night, or I'll wake up early tomorrow morning and do it. We will see. But yeah, there's my update for this hour. Or I forget when's the last time I even made a little clip. But yeah, super exciting. I'll try and do another update before I head to bed, or this might be the last one. We will see. Forgot to use a microwavable bowl. We have our kitchen, or not kitchen, our sink is gone right now because we're waiting for the new one to come in and we had to get rid of the old one. So we don't have a way to wash dishes. So we're supposed to be using paper bowls and plates and stuff to avoid like having a just a pile of dirty dishes sitting here forever. But I forgot. So I guess that bowl will have to sit dirty for a while. Only less than a couple days, I think. I don't know when the new sink is coming in, but hopefully our kitchen will be done by end of month. Let's hope. Let's hope. Oh, yeah, look at that back there. It's so like cluttered because we also don't have cabinets. So it's a mess right now. And my dog decided to eat an entire bag of jalapeno chips because she is so intelligent. She got it off the counter and opened the bag and then ate them. So she's not really being a good girl right now. She's staring at me like I did something wrong. But yeah, there's the little part 2 update. Okay, it's 7:11 right now. I think I might go to sleep and then probably wake up at 4 or 5 tomorrow and then finish up the rest of my homework. I think I have do I have English homework? I don't know. I know I have 3 assignments for culinary, and then I have to watch and read this thing about a case study for business, and then I thought I had something for English, but I think I finished that already. So I think that's it. So I'll do that tomorrow morning. But for now, it's bedtime. You probably do an outro, or I don't know what I'm really supposed to say for an outro. But I think this video is gonna be a little shorter than yesterday or the day before. But I'm not sure. It might be really long. But that's all for today. This is number 3, I think, if I remember correctly. And I will probably record more tomorrow since I'll be up early, so I'll probably want to yap about a bunch of stuff, but we will see. For now, this will be it. So bye.